Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Farm Sim 22. And this will be going up on about the 27th, but it is in fact Christmas Day today. So, I hope when you see this, you're have had yourself a great Christmas. And got to get some food for my cows here. Hey, I don't think so. I find it odd that you can separate the bits out of this if you want, but this is what we want, is the whole shebang, the TMR. We've got some hay left for the cows, but we don't have any TMR in there, which of course is their big favorite. And I want to try and accelerate time as much as we can manage for the next few days, because I'd like to be able to get to a veggie harvest. As you guys know from my vlog, we've only got about a week of Farm Sim left. So, I'd like to at least try out that new veggie thing. We've got all the others down. We used the fancy plow, we used the seeder, planter. Yeah, I guess it would be a planter actually. So, I'd like to try out our multi-$100,000 harvester as well. Alright, that should keep the cows going. They've now got 27,000 liters of food. Let's take a quick run out to the place that makes our ingredients and see what they've got going on. I wanted to see first what was actually in the machine, so we know if we're lacking. Although again, we are running out of a few things. I don't have a lot of straw left. The hay is down to 8 bales. What are we missing? We've got silage, hay, and mineral. So it is actually straw that we're missing. Okay. Do I have straw here? Yes, we've got lots of straw. So, let's get this guy back. And straw. No? Other way make you happier? Yes, it would. Okay. That'll keep them going for a little while. I'm going to actually dump the rest of it over here. We might get a few more items out of this. Might. So I hope everybody is doing well today. It is a rather rainy and blustery Christmas Day here on the Sunshine Coast. Went out for a walk this morning, got rather wettish, so, but that's fair. It is middle of winter. Well, middle of beginning of winter, I guess. But I did get out for a scooter ride the day before, and yeah, it was freaking cold. But I managed to get a few miles in. It was quite enjoyable. Something I do miss from the nicer weather is being able to do that. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with this chocolate thing here. We've got a lot there. Maybe we should go sell those today. There is a couple of contracts, one of which isn't bad money, but it requires us to do everything we did for the $14,000 contract for $8,000. So, yeah. What are we missing? We've got potatoes, and no, we're missing everything else. So we've got potatoes. Okay. We need hay and silage. Oh, and canola. Oh, okay. Although we've got, actually, probably more than enough, because we've got 88,000 liters of mineral feed, apparently. So maybe what we'll do is just grab some of this as well and run it back. I think we can let this factory kind of shut itself down. I don't think we're going to need a bunch more production out of there at all. There we go. We'll load some of this up. That's probably good enough. I don't know how much more of that it would handle. And we'll dump this in as well. I think the firewood thing is completely out of logs. That's fine. That is fine. Because I am a few days in advance here, I don't know if there's been comments left on the vlog video or not. But once I do reach that point, I will let you guys know. Okay. Alright, that covers that. Now, oh, a little bit of an amendment. I said the other day that I'd seen Sooty using a mod that allowed you to place things anywhere, but it didn't seem to be giving a you know how when you go to place something, it tells you, you know, if it's worth 10,000 and you go to place it and it says 11,000, you know that you're going to get quite a bit of ground deformation. Well, there was no changes in his numbers, and I thought that was a part of the mod. No, it turns out that the map he's on, there are just spots that are that flat that you can place something and there's absolutely no disruption to the ground at all because it's completely flat. So my mistake. I thought it was a part of the mod. It's not. It's actually just the way his map is designed. Here, I don't think there is an actual, you know, even stuff that looks flat will have rises in it and dips in it and little Humpty Dumpties here and there that placeables just go, well, that's going to cost you $600 to flatten for every 1,000 you're spending, you know. And you end up with things like the barn that's, you know, got a big drop on one side and a big rise on the other just to make it functional. So, luckily enough, it is still functional. I did a lot of smoothing, of course, because that is something you can do. Let's go and get some chocolate. There we go. Close enough. Really? Mass 1.1 T. That's not ton, is it? Surely this can't be a ton of chocolate. Oh man, I ate a ton of chocolate. No, I ate a ton of chocolate. Which one? Oh, I see. I was wondering why one of these was only 996, but I see that was just the gap between them telling me how much is left in the factory to do. So that's a little bit different. Hey? What are you hung up on? Okay. You're just magic? Is that your deal? There you go. Not so magic now, are we? Yeah, we're missing materials, so this is basically all it's going to make anyway until we haul some more milk out here. Which I think we have. I think it's been long enough since our last dairy trip that we probably have some milk on hand. So I finally broke down and bought a game on the Steam sale. I bought the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It's like $8 Canadian or something. You get all three, I guess, remastered or remade, I'm not sure which it is, of the Mass Effect games and all of the DLCs that go with them. I mean, you know, we're talking hundreds of hours of pretty quality gaming for an insanely low price. So I figure that'll probably keep me busy on some of the chilly winter evenings if I feel like gaming. I'm actually in my off-screen time playing, well, I've got Grim Dawn running again, because I thought for the very first time since I've started playing that game, not only would I like to finish it this time, but it's the first time I haven't used a ranged character. I'm actually using a, I think he's ended up, the hybrid that it is a warlord. But it's basically a warrior oathkeeper cross. So, pretty cool. And I've gone back to playing Colony Survival, because they've added a whole bunch of new stuff to it since last we played. So, and as well, I do Forza Motorsport, which is a good way to find out how poor your, 60-plus year reflexes are. But not doing too bad, not doing too bad. I managed to finish most races without being too crashed out or crashing too many other vehicles out. Which, at this point, is happy and okay. Not stable. Maybe those are actually that heavy. That threw that trailer off at just the drop of a hat. So, I did roll the firewood trailer the other day. That little embankment that leads up to our road here, you can see it right in front of us. Yeah, I took it at a bit of an angle and the trailer rolled right over. And the tractor didn't weigh enough to get the thing to roll back. So that didn't help. Alright, let's head up here, nice and easy. That's exactly what I did, and it just flop over it went. So, alright, let us dispose of the 4th of April. And we'll get up at 7 o'clock. Yeah, my brother came over for a visit yesterday evening. I thought he was down in the city with his family, but apparently his son is in Mexico with his girlfriend. She is from Mexico. His daughter, Destiny, is, I think she's in England with her boyfriend. And his other daughter, Serenity, is up here visiting his grandma. So, here we go. Great demand at the grain mill. That's nice, because we don't have anything for the grain mill. Let's check and see that everything is doing well. Okay. Chickens, yeah, you're okay. Cows, obviously, you're doing well. And our sheeps, okay. All of the critters are doing well. Nice to see. So let's figure out where we can sell chocolate for a good price. Oh, let's also check while we're in the menus. Okay, these are the same contracts as yesterday. New contracts? Nothing. Okay. Be that way. So, where shall we sell chocolate? Buttered cheese should be in here. chocolate. Ooh, good seller. 61.97 at the farmer's market, eh? Okay. Let's head there then. It's just over around the block. Whoop. You need a running tractor to haul a trailer, apparently. Some silly rule. Indeed. Grass is still looking pretty weak. I would have thought by the end of the first week of April you'd have a goodly amount of grass growing, but apparently not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe knowing now that you guys have actually seen the blog. Oh, don't. Oh, no. Crap. Yeah. Problem is, like I say, this thing weighs too much that when I go to reattach it, which, I mean, you can do, it's just going to flip the tractor over. I'll try it on the off chance, but yeah, it looks like we're on too much of a slope. It's just going to drag the tractor back over, I know it. Oh, I almost had it. Come on, baby. And no, oh yeah, this is you. Yeah, it's getting better, species. What are you thinking? Nope, we're not going to get her back on her feet. No, not happening. There you go. That actually worked. I'm quite surprised. I thought I was going to have to go and hook up the front loader. See if we could give her a flip and a tip that way. Alright, now very gently here, let's get ourselves turned about. Let's we'll take the other road that goes right past the front door here. Noticed ever since I loaded it up this morning, a lot of hitching and stuttering going on. Almost like you get after they do an update, but as far as I know, there hasn't been any updates. I could be wrong. I may have just missed the, you know, you turn Steam on and it does its download update things. I may have just simply missed one. Oh, right. I keep thinking that's the tip, but it's not. This is. Alright, here we go. $55, $57, about $58,000 worth of chocolate. Can you imagine? $58,000 worth of chocolate? Doesn't even make sense as a sentence. But 184K. Sheesh. Some of these things we've been doing are actually producing some pretty good money. Yeah, as I was going to say, I don't know that anybody's even going to watch the last few days, knowing that it's kind of just going to end without any real, you know. But I guess all the different maps do that. There's no real good time to end them. It's not like, okay, I accomplished, you know, the goal. Well, the goal is to make a sustainable farm, which I think by 6 months in you should probably be pretty close to anyway. And we are in year 2. But I hope some of you are still interested enough to watch. There we go. Lovely. Okay. We do lose a little bit of money every night, even with our little wind tower and gas station sales. It only nets just over $100. Although once a month it does sort of the payoff of the rest of it. So yeah, $188. We're paying over $300 just for production costs. So yeah, let's get that open. And we should have a little bit of spuds and a little bit of a sugary beet by now. A couple of strawberries and a tomato as well. Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, this is much easier than trailering them. We can just pick them up and chuck them into the underground storage and then load them into an actual trailer when we need to take them somewhere. Get over there. Okay. And that works rather well. I still wonder about that big soup can on the tower over there. That's what it looks like. It's got the same color pattern as a Campbell soup can. So yeah, it looks like a giant soup can on a pole. Thinking, oh yeah, maybe it's the town of Campbell. But no, it's just some sort of water tower or something similar. It's going to be a strange thing not doing Farm Sim on YouTube anymore. I did 2 years on 15, I did 2 years on 17, I did 3 years on 19, and now we've done another 2 years on 22. So yeah, it's been a daily occurrence for many, many a moon. Although it's never done that well for me, I'll admit that. But that's okay. That's okay. I owe all of those years of farm simming to an old YouTuber named Stocko Gloss. I don't know if any of you have ever watched Stocko. I don't think he's online anymore. In fact, he was gone for, geez, it must have been 2 or 3 years, and then I noticed he was making videos again. And then either YouTube decided to stop letting me know that he was making videos again, or he stopped again. But yeah, I haven't seen hide nor hair of him in years. But I was doing Minecraft videos originally, and I was very naive to YouTube at the time, and I mean, Minecraft seemed to be a real, you know, most of the people I watched that were doing it were, of course, the same people everybody else watched, and so they were getting amazing views. And I thought, well, that's a pretty good thing to do on YouTube then. And learned very quickly after 3 or 4 episodes that it took a little more than just, you know, playing a certain game that was popular. And back then, Minecraft was much more popular than it is now. And it wasn't basically, not anything against them, but it wasn't a game that was strictly, well, not strictly, but mostly played by kids. You know, this is before Direwolf 20 was even a Minecraft thing. So, but yeah, then one morning I was watching YouTube, and this fellow named Stocko Gloss came on, and had a really catchy opening song. It was that song, I Got a Brand New Pair of Roller Skates, You Got a Brand New Key, except it was about combine harvesters. I got a brand new combine harvester, yeah. It was, and that just hooked me. I thought, oh, this is really funny. And I watched, and I thought, you know, that's kind of an interesting thing. You got all of these different vehicles that you're driving. You know, you got many different things you're doing, albeit they're all sort of the same kind of thing, going up and down a field. And this is before there was any sort of production factories, and certainly before the Seasons mod had been, you know, ripped by giants into their own game or anything like that, or even the mod itself at that point didn't exist. So it was a pretty plain Jane affair. But he did fairly well at it, and like I said, it seemed like something that I could enjoy playing and was also of interest. I had no idea it was to such a niche group at the time, you know, because I didn't read a lot of the Steam forums and what they thought about things, you know, how every time a sim game comes out, well, why would you do that? It's just, you know, instead of gaming, you're pretending it's real life and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, not all of us, when we want to pretend it's real life, want to pick up a semi-automatic weapon and go play soldier. You know, there's other things to do. But, yeah. Alright, that takes care of that. Let's run the last day of April. That's pretty good aerobatics there, Mr. Crow. That was pretty trippy. That was pretty trippy. Yeah, we've been up for 18 minutes. Back to bed. And yeah, so you were right, I do have GPS installed, but for some reason the key combination doesn't bring it up. I'm gonna have to go into the keys and find out why. Okay. Great demand at Erlengrat. I don't really care. I don't really care. Any super cool contracts? Same ones. Nothing new. One fertilizing contract for $700? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's go slide you in the shed. There we go. And we'll grab a box of these as we head back to the farm and check on our animals. Aminals. Chickens. Still doing okay. They don't seem to eat bugger all, these guys. Whereas these ones, holy smokes, man, look at that. There was, what, 24,000 a couple of days ago? Now there's 18. All of those mixed rations we put in, it's down to 8,000. I can't believe how fast this particular barn chews through food, man. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But one thing we should do is empty out the slurry tank. Well, maybe not empty it out, but at least grab a large-esque trailer of it. Some 18,000 liters, 1920. Okay, 20,000 liters it is. And the only place we can sell it is right here. They just apparently dump it in on top of everything else we've sold to them. So, fair enough. Not bad. Couple of $1,000. And we don't have any plants or factories that are using it, so there you go. Let's grab whatever's left. Ooh. So there was almost 28,000 liters in there. Not bad. Imagine they're starting to get a fair collection of manure as well. Okay, let's tip you in there. Lovely. Oh yeah, there's a reasonable pile. Okay. And I think we'll deal with that the simplest way possible. Which is to grab this guy. And a trailer. There we go. Had the stray kitty in for breakfast. Let him warm up and dry off and have a nice meal for Christmas morning. Okay, let's go gather some manure. I think we sell it at the same place is still the best option. These sell everything. It's not always the best paying option, but it's sometimes the only option there is. They will buy exactly what they say. Everything. Okay. And the world's biggest pooper scooper. Away we go. I mean, quite the hump placing this, but it is a pretty big cattle facility with the yard on it and all of that. So, especially for the amount of cows it holds. But I like it. It's really cool the way it's laid out. So let's lower it down. Oops, let's actually be on that particular thing. And let's light her up. Okay. And one last little scoop. Okay. That's that. Nice. Oh, they're making a break for it. No, not quite. Alright, let's go flip this off. Oh. Oh. I thought we discovered something they wouldn't buy, but no, we're just not set on the trailer. This probably isn't really worth anything either. Ooh, couple of thou anyway. Yeah. About 21,000. Or, sorry, 2,100. 21,000. Yeah, you need a lot of poop to make $20,000, let me tell you. There we go. And that should pretty much cover April. Down you go. Oh, I don't like backing these in. Mainly for that reason, it's hard to straighten them out in a short space like this. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. Alright. And a solid 28 minutes of work, and we're on to a new day. 7 a.m. Great demand at the firewood sales point. Great demand at the farmer's market. Of course there is. We sold pretty much everything we had. But there you go, guys. It is now May 1st of year 2. So, we will hopefully... Ooh, now the grass is starting to look a little bushier. Excellent. Excellent. Any amazing... Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Oh yeah, here we go. Starting to get some contracts now. It's all weeding. Oh, they're all disappearing. Wow. I guess it's snooze you lose, man. It's 7 in the morning and we're already losing all the contracts. Any new ones? No? Okay. Well, there you go. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed. Glad you could join me here. And, well, as usual, take care of each other, folks. Catch you later.